Greetings, soul beings. It's Shelly Being the Empowered Oracle. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you are in the world. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. And if you are returning, thank you guys for being back. All right. So, first of all, let me start by saying I hope you guys had a great Mother's Day yesterday. I hope that you enjoyed yourself, and I hope that you allowed others to pour into you. So, with that being said, this is going to be a message for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. This is going to be checking in on your strongest energies for this month, Virgo, and what it is Divine Spirit wants you to focus on the most. That said, let's go ahead and check in. And if you guys are still here, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up like button. I do appreciate that. It does help my channel move through the thick, heavy YouTube algorithm. So I do appreciate that. And don't forget to also share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you need a personal reading from me, as always, my information is down below in the description area. And please look out for my website that is currently in development, that has all the services that I provide as a certified intuitive coach and energy practitioner. All right, so Holy Divine Spirit, what are the strongest energies for Virgo Collective this May 2026? Please and thank you. We have another energy card for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. May 2026, the strongest energy or energies for Virgo this month. Holy Spirit, please and thank you. Okay. All right. Interesting. So we have walking away that came out in reverse. It looks like in the upright from your angle, but it came out in reverse, walking away in reverse. And then we have the thinking woman in the reverse. So for me as an intuitive reader, walking away for me is like the equivalent of the Eight of Cups reversed in traditional tarot. And the thinking woman for me is also like the Queen of Swords in reverse in traditional tarot. That's the energy that I get. There's definitely I feel some slight resentment, maybe even bitterness towards someone, Virgo. I do feel like this is your energy. This is the energy of feeling maybe slighted towards someone or situation, but not walking away from it. Not wanting to walk away from a situation, Virgo, where you feel maybe resentful or slighted in some type of way, but yet not wanting to walk away. There could be an energy of, I'm getting an energy of maybe not wanting to walk away from a situation that you've invested in some way, shape, or form. So this could be anything. This could be your work. This could be friendship, friend circle. This could be a marriage or a love, romantic partnership person, someone that you are romantically tied to. But with the thinking woman in reverse, it does give me this energy of being bitter and resentful about something, Virgo. And I do feel like this is your energy, but yet not wanting to leave the situation. All right, so See what else is going on with Virgo. Holy Divine Spirit, can you please clarify this current energy on the table for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus collective? I get the not wanting to walk away from a situation that is creating resentment for you because there's some type of investment that you have, or maybe I'm also hearing don't shoot the messenger. I am getting there could also be maybe some type of emotional codependency attached as well. It's interesting because in shuffling, I did see the Two of Cups rear its head. So, Holy Divine Spirit, please clarify this energy on the table for Virgo collective. Please and thank you for this May 2026. Nine of Wands. Yes, the Nine of Wands in the upright talks about going through it, or someone that has been trying to or has been persevering through some rough times. Yeah. So Virgo, you've been through it. This is why the thinking woman is in reverse. There's something that you could also be trying to make sense of in your logical mind, but with the thinking woman in reverse, there's something that you could not that you could be seeing from a skewed perspective. That makes sense. You could be seeing something from a skewed or tainted perspective. You might not be seeing something very clearly. But with the Nine of Wands in the upright here, it definitely says that you've been through some stuff and that you've been persevering through it. What else? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. Please clarify the current energy on the table for Virgo collective. The World, okay. The World card. End of a chapter, end of a cycle. So, Virgo, what I'm getting though, with the Nine of Wands in the upright, the World in the upright, which talks about end of a cycle, end of a chapter, and this I feel like there's something that you already know internally that something is over between you and someone. Again, I'm getting heavy. It could be a marriage, a spouse, it could be a lover. And again, it could be a friendship group or a friendship between you and someone, or a work situation. I'm not getting that very heavily. I'm getting the highest and strongest energy that I'm getting is something that has to do with home. So it makes me, I'm feeling the energy of a couple, a marital couple, or a lover. I feel like you know that something might be over, but not wanting to go. So you could live with this person. You could literally physically live with this person. You know, you could be in a marriage where you feel like, or you know that things are over, but you don't want to leave. Because again, you know, that's, you've created or have invested a lot in the marriage. Or it could be just a lover that you're dealing with, that you don't want to walk away from. You've invested feelings, time. And again, I get this energy of a codependency as well. There's an attachment Um, One divine spirit told me to take all these cards because normally when a bunch of cards come out, normally I'm being told not to take all those cards, but in this case, all four of these cards came out at the same daggone time. As soon as I looked down on it, I said, oh, "Okay, yeah," and I'm getting yes to take these cards. I energetically felt I was supposed to take it, and I know why now. Based on these cards that came out, we got the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Four of Coins in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Bam. Did I not say that the Walking Away card in reverse reminded me of the Eight of Cups in traditional tarot? It's just the Eight of Cups repeating itself. So you got two cards that talk about the Eight of Cups in reverse, basically. So this is saying that something is over between you and a person. The strongest energy I'm getting is a love connection, a romantic love connection, whether you're married or not. Doesn't matter. Passion has died out. Okay. Um, Someone is no longer someone's wish fulfillment. So Virgo, you could be the one who is you no longer wish to be connected in this situation. You no longer wish to be with this person. You no longer have that passion for this person, but there is something that is still keeping you away. You're resisting walking away. With two messages that talk about not wanting to walk away. The walk away in reverse and the Eight of Cups that came out in reverse. So there's a reason why you're still in this situation, and I'm getting that you want to release the situation, but I feel like there's a codependency here. You guys could have kids together or a child together. And there also could be a situation where maybe even Virgo, you could be in a situation where there's a lot of resentment because maybe you feel trapped or like you can't leave because of maybe finances or because of kids or a child. And you may look at your partner as someone who maybe has created that situation where you had to rely on this person and now you resent them for it. Maybe you had to rely on your partner for money, for finances. Maybe your partner, someone who you're with, maybe they have more finances than you do. Virgo, I don't see a lot of pentacles here except for the Four of Coins in reverse, which basically means you're trying to release something. You want to release something. Let me get what else, Divine Spirit? So yeah, whatever passion or feeling that you've had for this person is now diminished, is now gone. But at the same time, it's difficult for you to leave. Wow, the Ten of Swords. Yep, right. Mm. Yep. I had a feeling this is why I flipped over this card, the Two of Cups. I said the Two of Cups earlier, that I saw the Two of Cups making a glimpse, making an appearance as I was shuffling. What else is on the bottom of this deck? Yep. Mm. So we got the Six of Coins here. We got the King of Cups here. Yeah. Again, this definitely verifies that this is a love connection that I have picked up on. So this could be another specific message because I just did Gemini's message and That was very specific to someone. But I always have to honor what energy I'm getting and what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling. So, yeah, a final chapter, the Ten of Swords here, maybe some type of betrayal, but there's definitely talks about the end of it. Boom, this end of something, end of connection, end of a relationship, maybe due to a third party situation or some type of betrayal, a divorce, breakup, backstabbing in some way, shape, or form. But something is over, and you know this, but you're having a hard time walking away, especially with this Two of Cups in the upright. There's still some loving feelings. There's still some feelings I feel more so of an attachment. You still maybe care for this person, Virgo. But in terms of the Two of Cups here, um, I do feel like there's still you guys still care for one another. But as far as there being passion in this connection or um, there's no passion or motivation to keep this connection going. You guys could just simply care for one another, but may no longer be in love with one another. And this also, the Two of Cups could also represent, you know, just that partnership. You guys may have been together for a long time, and you may have a child or children together. And you've worked together, you've partnered together in a family situation, and you know, there's a lot of people who are in those situations where, you know, they still care and love their children's mother or their children's father, but as far as them being together as a couple, those feelings are no longer there. And you can still have these feelings for people that you're no longer with. It's very possible, and it happens all the time. I feel like this is where you guys are. But not wanting to walk away energy, some of you guys could, again, be physically living with this person that you have a hard time walking away from. What should divine spirit, what should Virgo be focusing on for this month of May? Divine spirit, what should Virgo collective be focusing on the most for this month of May 26? You guys could always keep in mind, you guys could also fast forward the shuffling part. I keep meaning to say that. What should Virgo collective focus on the most for this month of May 2026? The Knight of Swords. Is this in reverse? No. The Knight of Swords in the upright. I love this deck. It's the, what is it? It's the pop art deck. I love the deck because it's so colorful. It's fun. It's like looking at a comic book full of characters and stuff. But the one thing about it is that you have to get used to where the symbols are because they're not easy because the artistry is so busy. You have to really figure out which card you're looking at. So this is the Knight of Swords in the upright. Okay, so wanting to speak, wanting to say what's on your mind. This is the same energy I got for Gemini. So you guys could be dealing with, because there is Gemini energy here. You guys could be dealing with an air sign, specifically maybe Gemini. They don't have to be, but they could have Gemini placements. Yeah, there is mostly water here. There's energy, water, fire, and air. There's a little bit of earth, but mostly water fire, and air. Okay. So Divine Spirit wants you to focus on getting things done, um, even getting things done through your words and your expressions. Okay, so expressing yourself, because again, there's an energy of resentment that you might not be expressing to this person or in this situation. You could be holding a lot of things in, Virgo. With the Knight of Swords, Divine Spirit wants you to um, really think about what it is that you want to say before you say it. Okay, so that definitely is advice, but it's important for you to get your thoughts down either on paper before you express them to this person. Um, but definitely think about what you want to say before you say it. But make sure that you do say it, because you don't want to keep these feelings inside and keep that resentment building up in your system. What else, Divine Spirit, should Virgo focus on for this month? Okay, thank you. I was told to take these two cards that fell out. So we have the Death in reverse, and then we have what is this? We have the Four Wands. Yep, we have the Four Wands in reverse. This is breakup of a union or marriage written all over it. This is a breakup of a long-term situation. So you guys could be going through a breakup, obviously, because it says it all over here. This energy is all over it, and this Divine Spirit is just reiterating, because again, we have the Death card in reverse. The Death card talks about transformation, change. And with the Death card being in reverse, though, there's a resistance to change. Okay, there's a resistance to doing things differently. There's a resistance to maybe ending things completely. And that's why we have two cards that talk about not wanting to walk away. Okay. And then with the Four Wands in reverse here, there's tension in the family. Okay. Um, it talks about breakups, breakups in the family, in the community. So this has it written all over. Yes, Divine Spirit, Virgo, for whoever this belongs to, because I know this is a very specific message, obviously, but Divine Spirit wants you to work on expressing yourself with the Knight of Swords in the upright, making sure that you get your thoughts. There are a lot of thoughts going on in your head, Virgo, about what it is that you want to say. Part of the resentment that's building up for some of you guys is that you feel like you can't say what you need to say. There's some hesitancy of wanting to say what you need to say, um, because maybe you feel some things would go left immediately if you say what you truly want to say. So it's very important for you to put those words and expressions on paper first, is what you're being advised or encouraged to do from Divine Source, Virgo, before you say it. And again, I feel like there's an energy of things are over between, you feel like it or no, that things are apparently over between you and someone, but there is difficulty in really taking the final step of moving on from it. Because I get an energy of codependency, to be honest with you. Um, and that's very common, especially when you've been in a long-term situation, whether it's marriage or just a long-term relationship, and there are kids involved or child involved. Yes, it's very difficult to really finally move away from an unhappy or unsatisfying family situation. There's so many variables to that, so it does make it difficult for one to leave. What else do we have for Virgo as we begin to close out? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. This is a bit of a intense one here. What's the second message from this deck for Virgo? Hmm. My spirit guides don't play. We have cycles and divorce and breakup. Just reiterating what's already on the table. Cycles, it says fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. Okay, so something is definitely ending, Virgo, for you. Which, if this is your reading, you already know this. And for some of those who are getting this message who may feel like this is a situation that you're going towards, this could just be just confirmation of what you already may feel in your gut and in your intuition. Then we have divorce, experiencing a breakup. Some of you guys are breaking up or are in a divorce, however you want to look at it. And I do feel like these you guys could be involved with a water sign, a fire sign, or an air sign. Or they just have those elements heavily placed in their natal chart. Last messages for Virgo Collective, Holy Spirit, before we close out. What's this? Oops. What's the second message? Hold on, guys. Okay, sorry about that. So we got two last cards for you. One, we have card number 76. It says, sit this out. Something is not quite right. Wait a little longer before taking action. Timing is off, or it could be the wrong decision. So there's something that you got to sit out on, really think about. And this reminds me of the Hangman card and or Hermit card, which Hermit card in traditional tarot is your sign, Virgo. Definitely it's a sign, it's saying to sit something out, to really think about something first, and to put a pause or a pin in something. Okay, it does say that. So it also says card number 26, not prepared. You're navigating a tricky situation. Create or reconsider your game plan before moving forward. So there's two cards here, Virgo, that talks about wait, stop before you take action. Think about your game plan. Think about your plans first. Reassess, reevaluate before you move forward. So this is another reason why you guys could be in this energy of not wanting to move forward, because there's something that you guys need to look at clearly and think about and plan out better before you move forward. So there's always a reason for everything. So this is why you guys could be in this energy of where you know something is over, but you don't feel comfortable or quite prepared yet to really move forward, whether it's to separate physically, move out of the house, um, create that definitive line between you and this person. There's something that you are being asked to look at and put a hold on first before you take action. You want to make sure that thank you, Spirit, I'm here. You want to make sure that you've crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's before moving forward. So that's why you're getting this message, Virgo, for whoever this belongs to. Oh, this was a heavy reading a bit. I'm going to ring the bell, so hold your ears. This was a bit of a heavy reading, but somebody needed to hear it. And so if this does resonate with you, I am glad that I'm able to help in conveying this message to you, Virgo. And whoever else is watching, I hope that this message resonated in some way, shape, or form, or at least you found it helpful. I know on my channel, more than likely, there is a message for you somewhere in here. Even if you don't resonate completely with the message, there's something that someone or you needed to hear. That's how my spirit guides roll. All right. So, with that being said, Virgo, until the next upload, be well and be at peace. Ashe.